size of it doesn't change. Now, we've looked at the word orbit a lot at the moment, and it was one of the words that was on our vocab slide at the beginning, but you might not 100% know what it means, and sometimes it'd be quite difficult to understand, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and I want you to have a think about what it means when something orbits a star or orbits a planet. Think about what we do, how we go from day to night. Think about how we go through our different seasons, okay? Think about what might happen in our solar system that changes the day and night and the seasons effect, and see if you can use it in a sentence to describe how it then links the sun and the moon and the earth together as one little unit. So pause the video and see if you can have a go at writing a sentence to explain what orbit might mean using those three celestial bodies. Okay, so an orbit is what we call a repeating path. Okay, so when an object in space moves around another slightly larger or a lot larger object, okay. So here, for example, this is the sun, okay, and this yellow line is how we on Earth orbit around the sun. Now that happens within 365 days. That's how we go through our different seasons, okay. Here, whilst we are orbiting the sun, our moon follows us as well. However, our moon orbits around us within 24 hours. That's how we get 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night. Okay, so that rotates around us as well in terms of its relation to the sun. So that's how we get day and night, depending on which side we've rotated to the sun and which side has then rotated and orbited towards the moon. Okay. Now that path, that journey that planet takes around that other celestial body is normally elliptical or oval shape, okay? So we don't exactly go round. So imagine like we have our sun here. That's not a perfect circle that goes all the way around. It stretches at an oval shape. So if you imagine an oval shape on its side, at some points in time, that planet's going to be further away. But when it gets closer to around the edge of the oval shape, it's then closer to that planet or closer to that celestial body. Hence why if the sun would be closer during the summer, obviously we then get more heat. So that tells us the sun's actually closer to us than further away, which is obviously when we'd have winter, okay? Now, the Earth and the Moon, as well as the same as other planets within our solar system as well, we actually orbit anti-clockwise. So you imagine if you're looking at a clock and you've got 12 o'clock at noon or 12 o'clock at night, if we follow the clock round from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, that then makes it anti-clockwise, although for you on the video that would be clockwise. Okay, so we follow it round from 1 to 6, and then anti-clockwise would be following it from 6 to 12, or in the opposite direction. Okay, so anti-clockwise is the way we would read a clock backwards. So it goes round from left to right. So we unfortunately cannot make a human model of the moon because unfortunately you're not here for it, but on your document there will be a link for you to be able to look at a video or have a go at making your own model that then is going to be able to support you with your final task that you need to do. But questions I'd still like you to consider before you would have a go at making that would be, how long does it take the moon to orbit the Earth? I might have dropped some hints already. And how long does it take the Earth to orbit the sun? Something else I might have already dropped a hint to as well. So I want you to have a think about those questions, and then at the end you'll be able to go and have a look at your activities and you'll be able to build a model of your own that's going to help you with the further tasks that you have to do. So what I would like you to do now as part of a plenary just at the end of this video is, on the document that has been sent home to you, there will be some fact cards for you to have a look at. What I would like you to do is I'd like you to have a go at drawing this Venn diagram. Now we've done Venn diagrams before in science. Specifically with our materials module, when we looked at separating our materials. We've also looked at them in maths as well, so we know that anything that goes in the separate bits on or each of our circles applies only, okay, only to that specific subject, title, whatever it is. So for this one, you'd only have the information in about the sun. When you have the circles that cross over, that's where it's going to be information that links between those two different circles. And anything that's relative to all three of them is going to be in that middle circle right in the middle. So I want you to go and have a look at the fact cards that you've got, and I'd like you to draw this out on some paper. Make sure you label each one with the correct celestial body on, so sun, moon and earth. And I'd like you to see if you can think about where you might fit those fact cards, and I'd write you to write the letters that apply to each fact into the correct part of our Venn diagram, okay? And then when you send the work off to me in a couple of days' time to have a look at, I'll have a look at it and send you some feedback and let you know how you did. Once you've had a go at doing that plenary section for me, I'd like to now have a go at doing the activities. I have set some slightly easier and harder activities to allow you to choose as to which ones you would like to do. Ideally, if you tend to access the normal activities and lessons, I'd like you to have a go at those ones. But if it's something you struggle with, then please have a go at the slightly easier tasks, because you're still accessing the same learning, but obviously I don't want you to feel like it's too difficult for you. There will also be some additional challenge questions there for you to do as well as being able to make a model that might be able to help you understand it a little bit more. But have a go at it, and then when we do some feedback, let me know how you get on. Okay, good luck, year 5.